One really effective way to achieve a particular style for your generation is essentially to steal the modifiers from some art that someone else has generated. And you can do that with a site like this one, lexica.art. It's essentially a giant library of images generated by Stable Diffusion. So what we can do is we can search for our subject matter, Steampunk Factory, and see what comes up. A lot of cool images in here. So I took a look at these and I thought this one was kind of interesting. We can essentially copy the prompt and then switch back to Dream Studio. And then replace the subject matter with what we want to generate. So instead of an intricately detailed digital illustration, we'll keep that of a steampunk metropolitan city, of the inside of a steampunk factory. Inside of a steampunk double bacon cheeseburger. That's great. Who knows what that's about? Nice. Let's try some other ones. I picked out a few that I thought were cool. Like this one, I like the contrasting blue and yellow. So I'll copy the prompt there. Do this again. Steampunk workshops, I'll say the inside of a steampunk factory. It's not case sensitive. Glowing blue rocks on the table. I might modify some of these other subjects, but for now, let's try that. Interesting. Yeah, it seems like some of these details caused it to generate more of that lab. So how about, let's just say glowing blue. And we'll take out tools, machines, blacksmith, take that out. Let's try this. There we go. Now we're back to more of a factory. Nice. And then another thing you can do here is if you like the structure of a particular image that you've generated but want to change the style, you can do that using something called the seed. And let me show you how you do that. So if you hover over an image, there's this number here. And I'll explain a little bit more about seeds in the next episode, but you can click on it and that will copy it. And then in order to set the seed manually, you've got to change the number of images to 1. And now it shows up there. So instead of a random seed, we want to give our specific one that value. Okay, so I literally just ran out of credits trying to generate that last image. So just to finish the demo here, I switched accounts. Fortunately, in this browser, it seems to be scaling the text in a much nicer size, so that's good at least. But anyway, if you reuse the prompt exactly how it was, and you reuse your seed value and hit dream, then you'll get exactly the same image that you had. Then this allows us to play with the modifiers. If you change too much all at once, then it can change the content of the image a lot, but we can at least play with them a little bit. One that I saw that looked interesting was clean lines. So let's try that out. Hit dream. Cool. So very similar, but a bit of a shift there. So you can see a lot of the same components, but definitely some differences as well. So we've looked at how we can achieve different styles with our images, and I think we've started to see how if you just keep generating more images, then some are going to turn out better than others, so randomness is your friend. But I think we're also beginning to see how there are problems with the coherence of the content of the images. Clearly it's able to create with incredible creativity, novelty, and beautiful technique. But sometimes the actual subjects are less logical. There we go. There's our double bacon cheeseburger. Anyway, in the next segment, I'll cover some of what you can expect Stable Diffusion to do well and what it seems to struggle with from my experience so far.